where he died. History writes the ashes in a ledger made of dust, but every falling shadow calls the ones who learn to trust.
We build our altars out of rubble, light them with our rage. Say the names that echo louder than the lines upon the page. He burned like a comet, left a trail we could not waste. A lesson forged in fury, a heartbeat we embrace. This is the youth who plummeted, breaking through the noise. A flash against the skyline, turning hope into alloy. Hear the echo of the landing, thunder in the streets. We carry all the shattered light, the truth beneath our face. Scarred but not erased, falling taught us all the shape of every wasted grace. Can you hear the bones of cities crack? Every siren carries back what we lack. We are the witnesses. We are the ones left counting every oath we broke. Shatter, shiver, the concrete swallows pride. Falling is a lesson you can't run or hide. Save it alive. Don't fold into the night. We rise on ash and anger. We rise to make it right. The youth who plummeted, breaking through the noise. A flash against the skyline, turning hope into alloy. Skyline holds the memory of a single burning light. We breathe the echo in the alleyway. We mark the sacred time. For every youth who plummeted, we learn to stand and grow. From broken altitude, we build the way to rise below. Ash on the altar, candles burn to bone. Echoes of vows turn to glass and stone. They crown the hollow with silver and sin, left the heartbeat buried where the light went in. There's a drum beneath the quiet, a stubborn steady thrum, a living ember saying we're not done. I reclaim the sacred heart, tear the rust from where it beats, break the locks, break the dark, lift the weight from off my grief, from the wreck and from the lies, from the cold and from the scars. I reclaim the sacred heart, I take back what you stole by dark. Pillars of exile, paper gods on display, words like a courtroom that took everything away. But blood remembers names and maps of long lost lights. I learned to fight the silence and to stand inside the night. Hear the tide of marrow rising, answering the call. No more kneeling to the kings who watched us fall. I reclaim the sacred heart, tear the rust from where it beats, break the locks, break the dark, lift the weight from off my grief, from the wreck and from the lies, from the cold and from the scars. I reclaim the sacred heart, I take back what you stole by dark. Hands of iron, hands of shame, I will burn them to the ground. All your saints of hollow praise will hear the thunder sound. This is not mercy's whisper, this is the pulse of war. You'll find the holy beating in the place you shut the door. I pull the seams, I split your scripts, I lay the falsehoods bare. Every exo that you fed on will find the open air. Rebirth in the ruin, a phoenix from the scars.
shatter glass, shatter vows, make a fortress from the stands, from the ashes, from the fire, from the hollowed out alarms. I reclaim the sacred heart I carry home. It's wounded arms.
Candles were lit upon the stones where doubt was king. A single flame, 1,000 strong. The hymn will always sing. Sanctum reclaim, the altar set with honest scars. I keep the heart lit in the dark. I keep it in my
Distant thunder in the subway, iron jaw on the rail. Concrete sighs, the skyline stutters, every signal turns pale. Footsteps like verdicts marching, tearing lines through the night. We whisper names into the rubble, praying not to incite. Glass becomes a mirror to the fear we never showed. We fed it with our silence, built a throne of borrowed gold. And the ground confesses in a language of cracks. Every lie we left behind is pulling us back. The heavens bend and break. Ashes right the margin where the last of us will wait. We stand or we surrender. Hear the hammer of the heart. The world remembers. Engine lungs inhale the city's exhale fossil storm.
Like ocean water in the alleys, war becomes the norm. We drew its lines and ledger eggs, signed our names in regret. Now the shadow we invited covers every dead. Hands that worship progress fine, the sky is not a friend. Maps of safety washed away, no compass left to mend.
The pavement hums a funeral. The street lamps bow and fade. All the pieces that we broke
Are tasting their reprieve. When the behemoth, the heavens bend and break.
ashes right the margin where the last of us will wait.
When the behemoth,
We stand or we surrender. Hear the hammer of the heart. The world remembers.
we met the monster in the mirror.
Our hands are tied.
Learn to love the thunder. Grow teeth from what we done. Tear it out. Not with blood, but with the truth we own. If we make the vow, we can carve a chance from stone.
Stomp the silence, break the chain. Stomp the silence, name the pain.
Rise, rise, then fold into a cry. The heavens bend and break.
Ashes right the margin where the last of us will wait.
We choose what we remember.
Stand with open hands or bow to dark forever.
When the dust becomes a story,
When the ruins learn to sing,
we'll find that every ending is a place to start again. And if the behemoth wakes,
we'll wake with it or stand apart.
Glass mouths preach the anthem of the hollow throne. Painted saints with cracked smiles trade the truth for stone. We were baptized in factories, born to fit the mold. Stamped with a number, sold our souls in cold. Echoes of instruction drilled into the blood. We learned to pray to plastic gods.
worship was with God.
The mirror lies in chrome and spit. I claw my way through counterfeit, on counterfeit crowns, raised on stolen
the seal, break the truth, let it heal. Hear the pounding drum of revolt. Kick the door, tear the bolt.
Whispers through the grave, I'll tear apart the masquerade. We were bastardized, fed us head on counterfeit crowns, raised on stolen light until the light broke down. We clawed through the rust to find our name inside. This fiery heart won't be
Bastardized.
counterfeit crowns, raised on stolen light until the light broke down. We clawed through the rust to find our name inside. This fiery heart won't be
Bastardized. Throw down your keys to the hollow throne.
rise from the ruins, take back what's your own.
We are the ones who refuse to die.
We will not go bastardized. Hear the static, hear the call. We're the ones they never write. Broken compass, crooked map, out of frame but burning bright. Stamped and sorted, boxed and priced, a product of their fear. They drew the lines in black and white. We live in satellites of gray, whispers like a verdict, louder in the night. But every fracture in my skin reflects a stubborn light. So count the ways we stray, catalog the scars they find. We'll wear the scars like medals, proof we're still alive. We are perfectly misaligned, a crooked beat that won't comply, screaming truths in perfect time, the anthem of the left behind. We will bend the rules, break the frame, ignite the dark, reclaim our name. Perfectly misaligned, and we're alive by our own design. Push me to the margin, watch the edges spark and flare. Feed me static lullabies, I'll turn them into prayers. All your proper silhouettes crumble when the lights go low. We built a new horizon from the things you said we'd never know. They brand us error, signal lost, a flaw to be erased. But chaos has a heartbeat, it's the rhythm that we chase. A crooked beat that won't comply, screaming truths in perfect time, the anthem of the left behind. We will bend the rules, break the frame, ignite the dark, reclaim our name. Perfectly misaligned, and we're alive by our own design. Tear down your mirrors, smash the glass that tells us who to be. Expose the seams, reveal the bones, unchain the lies and set us free.
We'll stand.
In the quiet, in the wreckage, find the beauty in the bruise. We're the thunder under skin, the pulse you can't refuse.
Rise from the margin, riot in the veins. Every misfit heartbeat echoes like a train. No apology, no compromise.